Okay, take a look at your screens here. Remember this cat and the story about this cat? It went from Kansas all the way to Fuquay-Varina here. There was a big battle over who was the true owner of Bob the cat. Now there's another custody battle in this case. Bob was supposed to head home to his original owner in Kansas. Well, now a woman near Charlotte has him, and she told 5 on Your Side she's not giving him up. Keely Arthur explains the new bizarre twist that clearly has made national headlines.
What is it about Bob?
He's a black and white tuxedo cat, very sociable, very vocal.
Carol Holmes is Bob's original owner. She lives in Kansas, and she's in a new custody controversy over this 14-year-old cat.
It's just been a roller coaster.
Holmes adopted Bob in 2013, naming him after her dad. The cat disappeared a few months later, and Holmes says she searched for him for years until
he's just a curious cat.
2023, when he was found in Fuquay-Varina and his microchip linked him back to Holmes.
I mean, that's quite enough to find a cat after they've been missing 10 years. But then to get the call on what would have been my dad's 94th birthday was astounding.
There was a bitter custody fight with the person who'd been caring for Bob for the last 10 years. But Wake County said because Holmes is the only owner listed on the microchip, Bob should go back to her. Holmes discussed it with a friend and decided they needed to take custody of Bob before the decision could be challenged.
We needed to get someone there to pick him up the very first morning. And her cousin didn't live far away.
Jennifer Manella picked up Bob, and the plan was for Holmes to come get him in a few days, but that never happened.
I really felt like she intentionally stole my cat.
In a phone call with our producer, Manella claims Wake County let her adopt Bob. The microchip that reconnected Bob and Holmes after 10 years should be able to settle this, but Holmes says the company that administers the chip, 24 Pet Watch, allowed Manella to change the chip into her name without Holmes's consent.
Their reply, they realize there's a dispute and they can't keep changing it back and forth, and they are not hired to make custody decisions.
Manella didn't want to be interviewed, but said in a phone call she will, quote, fight to the death for Bob because he's happy right where he is.
My next move is to file a lawsuit against the woman that has intentionally stolen my cat.
Okay, so that form Jennifer Manella signed when picking up Bob, yeah, it's not adoption paperwork, and Wake County says they did not adopt Bob to Manella, okay? 24 Pet Watch hasn't responded to emails or calls about this, but in the end, microchips still, believe it or not, are a good option to prove ownership of a pet. It's how Wake County made its determination that Holmes should get custody of Bob, citing a previous court case. I thought this story was over, Lena, when we covered it a few months ago. I think it's just kind of, we're in the middle of it, and we have another update to do, I'm sure.
This is really something. I'm kind of wondering, as you said, what is it about Bob? I mean, maybe he has magical powers or something. This cat is not a normal cat.
And there's so many cats out there that probably need to be adopted.
Exactly.
So maybe just focus on some other cats. Let Bob go back to his rightful owner.
That cat might have something special about it. Keely, thank you so much.